Guys, this is one of the biggest fights of the year, without a doubt. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, April 20th. We got some new training footage coming from Devin Haney. Let's get straight into it. Look, I think it's pretty obvious who the better boxer is between these two. And that's Devin Haney, without a shadow of a doubt. I really don't care what Ryan Garcia says. He claims to be a better boxer than Haney, but we all see what happens in the ring. Devin Haney is a pure boxer. His fundamentals are always on point. And Ryan Garcia, you know, he drops his hands a lot. We've seen him get dropped. We've seen him lose to Gervonta Davis. Here's Devin Haney training with Freddie Roach. Look at these vicious shots to the body here. You know, I think Devin is going to try to take Ryan out with a body shot. That is my prediction for the fight. You know, I think if Vasily Lomachenko couldn't beat Devin Haney, I don't think Ryan can. Once again, guys, April 20th. Please be sure to leave your predictions for this fight in the comment section down below. Are you going with Devin Haney? Are you going with Ryan Garcia? You know, I will say we do have to give respect and props to Ryan Garcia for stepping up and making this fight happen. A lot of people say Devin has no power. Stand in front of one of those to the body and tell me he doesn't have any power. Obviously, these guys have fought the amateurs before. According to Haney and Garcia, they're 3-3, they're tied up. I mean, what are the odds of that? And now they will end the trilogy, I guess you could say, or the seventh fight as pros, making big bucks. Financially, I think this will be Devin Haney's biggest fight. I don't know about Ryan Garcia. I think the Gervonta Davis fight will probably be bigger than this, just slightly. I think Tank is a bigger draw than Devin Haney. I think that's fair to say. You know, I think Ryan Garcia will get impatient in the first few rounds, like we saw him versus Gervonta Davis, putting a lot of pressure on Gervonta Davis, and he did land with a few good shots, but what happened? He got caught. You know, the thing about Devin Haney is he's not like a Shakur Stevenson who's just going to move around the entire night. If you are able to get close to him, he's going to let his hands go. I mean, you can see right here, obviously the bag doesn't hit back. But when you watch Garcia hit the bag, it's not as clean as this. His technique isn't as good as Devin's. Devin is more efficient, more accurate with his punches, picks his shots better. Not to mention, I just think Devin Haney is more disciplined as well. I think Ryan Garcia is disciplined too. I think he gets some unwarranted slack for not being disciplined. But I think Devin Haney has been very consistent throughout the years. Even when Ryan was going through that depression shit where he sat out for quite a while, Devin was still in the gym training. Devin was still getting better. You can't make up for that time if you're Garcia. Not to mention, Devin's been fighting tougher competition as well. Beat George Kambosos twice in his backyard. Jojo Diaz, Linares, Lomachenko. You know, Ryan Garcia, you know, his only two quality wins are against who are they against? Oscar Duarte, his most recent fight, and Luke Campbell. So yeah, April 20th, it's going down. Once again, this is a massive fight. People have been talking about this fight for years. The same way we've been talking about Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. For years, people talked about that fight. I mean, the amount of videos that were made talking about the potential of this fight happening for years before it actually happened. I think this has a bit of that as well, especially with both of them competing in the amateurs together. So they have the backstory, they have the history, and that's what makes this fight so big and intriguing. I know it may seem like I think Devin Haney is going to win this fight, but I really don't know. I think Ryan Garcia is a bit of a wild card right now. I mean, when you see him on social media, when you see him at the press conference, he just seems like a different guy almost. And now he is training with Derek James this is his second fight training under Derek James. We seen in his last performance versus Oscar Duarte, he stopped him, and it was a good performance, you know, minus the shoulder roll. But Oscar Duarte was a quality opponent that I was a bit worried for Ryan Garcia going into that fight. I was like, Oscar Duarte he's a tough opponent. You know, I almost thought Ryan Garcia was going to lose that fight, to be totally honest with you, and I was a bit surprised when he did stop him. And I do think Ryan Garcia has a bit more pop on his punches than Devin Haney, so if he is able to catch Haney with I wouldn't say a lucky punch, but if he catches him, I think, you know, the damage Ryan Garcia's punches will do is going to be a lot more than Devin Haney's punches. We know Devin Haney isn't, you know, the most powerful guy in the world, but he just taps you all night long, and those shots do add up. And I will say, the thing about a body shot, you know, you don't need all that much power. You get hit at the right moment in the right place, almost like Ryan Garcia did versus Gervonta Davis, you're gonna go down, your body's gonna shut down. So Devin Haney doesn't need ridiculous power to stop Ryan Garcia. He can do it right now with a body shot. So Devin Haney doesn't need ridiculous power to stop Ryan Garcia. If he just catches him with a nice body shot, I think Devin Haney could stop him. But I wanna hear your prediction. Who do you think is gonna win? Are you going with Garcia? Are you going with Haney? How do you think this fight is gonna play out? And as always, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video next.